Your thumbnails are the reason why you're stuck, not your editing, not the ideas, not even the gameplay. If your viewers can't understand what your video is about within 1 second of viewing your thumbnail, you already lost the click. And that's exactly why most Fortnite creators don't see success on YouTube. It's because they look like every other Fortnite creator out there. Well, lucky for you, in this video, I'm gonna break down 5 viral Fortnite thumbnails and show you exactly why they worked so you can recreate that same success for your channel. And then on top of that, I'm gonna recreate some of my viewers' thumbnails, show you the full process and exactly why I do what I do to make viral thumbnails every single time. If you want your thumbnail reviewed in a future video, join the free Discord. And also, if you want the full system, so templates and everything I use to make videos, along with a Fortnite YouTube masterclass that I personally recorded, it has over 50 video lessons teaching you exactly step by step how to grow your Fortnite channel and see success on YouTube. It's all inside of FCA Elite. If you want to check it out, both links are down in the description. But besides all that, let's get straight into the video. All right, so this is the 1 second rule for Fortnite thumbnails. Viewers decide to click before they even read your title. Great thumbnails communicate emotion, story, and a subject instantly. So literally, while they're scrolling on YouTube, right? As your viewers scrolling on YouTube, they're only gonna give your thumbnail about 1 second, and that's it. After that, they scroll past. If it doesn't emotionally intrigue them, if it doesn't make them like feel the need to click on your thumbnail, they're just gonna scroll past and go on with their day, and you're not gonna get any views. So you might be wondering, what do all of these viral thumbnails have in common? Well, there's one thing, and that is the 1 second rule. It is easy to understand what the video is about before you even think what the video is about. So literally, subconsciously, right? Because your brain's 95% subconscious. 95% of your actions are made in your subconscious part of your brain. So literally, people click on videos without even knowing, like without even thinking in their head, okay, I'm gonna click on this video. That usually doesn't happen. They're just scrolling on YouTube. Oh, interesting, click. That's what happens. It's literally less than a second, right? So you need to make sure your thumbnail is portraying whatever your video is about in a way that makes people feel the need to click within 1 second. So we're gonna break down these 5 viral thumbnails, and I'm gonna explain to you exactly why these blew up. So starting off with Davy's most viral video, over 2 million views in 8 months. First of all, the subject, his face is shocked, right? So he's like screaming. And this is what the viewer's brain is thinking. Why is he screaming? What's going to happen in the video that causes him to do that, right? So off rip, video looks insane. I would probably click on this just off that alone, because there's something happening in the video, right? Subconsciously, this is what I'm thinking. Something's happening in this video that's insane, right? Insane enough for him to scream, and you know, it's making me want to click. Then we have the bronze to Unreal ranks. So most people, I don't know if this is you or not, most people actually struggle with getting to Unreal. And people might be wondering, did he actually go from bronze to Unreal in one video? I know you see a ton of videos on YouTube about this subject, but that's actually impressive, going from bronze to Unreal in one video. So a lot of people are gonna be thinking that subconsciously, right? Did he do that? That's crazy. He did do that? What? Let me figure that out. Then we have this like speedrun timer. You've probably seen this in like a ton of Minecraft speedruns and like just a ton of other speedruns in general. This is a very well-known format, so automatically, if you've watched a speedrun video in the past, you would see that and be like, okay, I'm familiar with that, and I know that this means that it's gonna be like a crazy speedrun, right? Well, most speedrun videos, most bronze to Unreal speedrun videos don't actually have this little timer in the bottom, so this indicates that he actually timed it and went for the fastest time possible, right? He went for the world record. That's what that's showing. He took it serious. And then the title, which is the final piece, it solidifies the assumption of the video. That's all you want your title to do, okay? You make your thumbnail first, and then you make your, well, actually, no, you come up with a title, obviously, so you know what to make your thumbnail off of. And then your title should solidify the assumption about the video. So I need to watch this because, right? Think in your viewer's brain. Whenever you finish your title and thumbnail, your packaging, look at it and think to yourself, if I'm the viewer, I need to watch this because blank. That's what they're thinking, right? So I need to watch this because he went from bronze to Unreal, which is very hard for most players, in only 24 hours. I want to see how he did it. There you go. Viral thumbnail, very simple. That's it. I just explained to you why it works. And okay, now let's get into the next thumbnail. So this is by Fabio. This is I went pro in 10 days. This is actually his most popular video. It has over 1.5 million views, which is crazy. And starting off, having this text here, which actually a lot of people have now, especially with like Aerial Designs thumbnails, if you know who that is. They always have like this white text up at the top. Well, it worked. It pretty much is implying that, you know, he won, right? Whatever else is happening in the thumbnail, it really truly did happen, right? If he says I went pro in 10 days, it worked. Or it could say like I won or I did it. When you say stuff like that and you put that in your thumbnail, automatically your viewer's like, whoa, that's crazy. He went pro in 10 days, right? I want to figure out like what he did. No way it actually worked. And then the FNCS pickaxe is also just like crazy because like no way he actually won FNCS in 10 days. That's pretty crazy. But at the same time, it's signifying going pro because the only way you can get the FNCS pickaxe is if you win FNCS. And then there's also a player mid pickaxe swing. So that pretty much makes the viewer's brain like think that, okay, yeah, he's gonna be fighting. He's gonna be in a solo cash cup or he's gonna be in FNCS. For some reason, he's swinging his pickaxe, trying to fight another player. And the title solidifies the thumbnail. I need to watch this because he went pro in only 10 days, which is impressive. How is that even possible, right? He said it worked, and he's showing me that there's a FNCS pickaxe in his hand. So he somehow did it. How is that possible? How did he do it, right? I want to learn that. Or if I'm like not trying to go pro, I just want to like, damn, that's crazy. I want to see how he did it, you know? Okay, so this third thumbnail is actually from our Discord, or at least the person that made this is from our Discord. His name's Ariel1X. He actually did join Elite, and within like 6 days of joining, he went from getting 2,000 views on average on his videos to 32,000 on this video. And then his newest video, like I think it was like 6 days ago, just this video, but with clicks instead of Peterbot, it had 16,000 views. So you want some proof it works? There you go. He's living proof. So this thumbnail, off rip, we have the Peterbot easily recognizable face. Everyone knows that face. And then a Fortnite skin, right? Surf Witch, very popular. We know that. Well, it's split in half, signifying that he copies Peterbot like to the T exactly, and he's actually turning into Peterbot. So off rip, no way he's turning into the best player in the world in 24 hours. Crazy work. Then there's bright neon colors, there's lightning effects. This looks super professional. Everything is well placed. It just looks like a high quality, high effort thumbnail in general. Whenever you have that, people automatically subconsciously believe that the editing and the gameplay will be high effort too, even if it isn't. Well, if it isn't, then you're not delivering, so you don't want to do that. But at the end of the day, when you have a high effort thumbnail that looks super professional, it signifies that the gameplay and the editing and the storyline and just the video in general is also going to be professional, which is going to get the viewer to click. Then we have the Apex Pro TKL in a Razer mouse, very well known mouse and keyboard. And for viewers that don't even know like what an Apex Pro is or what a Razer mouse is, they still like see the keyboard and mouse and think to themselves, okay, so he's using the exact same setup, the exact same keyboard, the exact same mouse. I want to see if this worked. Like, I'm actually curious. I would click this personally because like, no way he copied exactly what Peterbot does to the T and then went pro in 24 hours. And that's the third thing, right? He literally put 24 hours on the screen, just like I think the first demo we looked at, Davey. He only had 24 hours to go pro. That's crazy. Going pro in 24 hours? Do you know how crazy that is? So like, how did he do that, right? There's so many questions I'm asking myself. That's what you want. You want your viewer to be asking questions. You want them to feel the need to click. If I saw this on YouTube, how would I scroll past this? How? I need to watch this. Because he tried to go pro in just 24 hours by using Peterbot's wait, hold up, I messed that up. He didn't just try to go pro. In the thumbnail or in the title, he's saying he went pro. That's even better. So he went pro in just 24 hours by using Peterbot's exact setup, right? No way he actually did that. I need to click this video and figure it out. And as soon as they click the video, bam, hook starts. They're in the video. Perfect. You got the viewer to click. That's what you want. Now we have a thumbnail here from Tickle. This is actually very like low production. Like the PNG literally has like white shadows under it for some reason. Terrible quality image of Mr. Savage. You can barely actually see if that's him or not. The Euron console is like terrible text. It's all spaced out, weird looking yellow. but it got 2 million views. And that's because Tickle actually mastered viewer psychology. So first of all, he put a pro player easily recognizable on the screen, Mr. Savage. Everyone knows who Mr. Savage is. So when he puts his face on there and he says annihilating pros and streamers, bro, people are like, what? He destroyed Mr. Savage on console? Are you kidding me? What? And then also the controller, without reading the title, without reading all the way to console, they can see the controller, the PS5 controller, in the word console and automatically subconsciously know that this video is going to be about him playing on a console. So no way he's actually doing that. That's one of their questions. No way he's beating pros on console. Same thing. Then this Mr. Savage right here is saying you're on console. Most people that don't even know Mr. Savage will just know that this is a pro, right? Like they'll just know, right? Why would he put anything else but a pro or a streamer on screen? Well, there's bold text saying you're on console. So like, did he play that good? Like, I feel like if I played on console and I tried to 1v1 pros and streamers, I'd be terrible, right? They would instantly know that I'm on console. People don't even know. That's crazy. People, the pros and streamers he's playing against, what this is implying is that they had zero clue. He was popping off, and this goes to what is happening here. It's Zone Wars gameplay. Everyone knows Zone Wars. You can see the zone. He's shooting up. Tickle's just known for this, and then you just know that this is Zone Wars gameplay. You can also see like the Panville like 0 over here, so you just know it's Zone Wars. So he's hitting, I think, what is that, 50, 50, 30? He's hitting like quadruple dink headshots. Okay, so like how the fuck is he doing that on console? Like, what is he cheating? Like, how did he hit so many headshots in a row? And there's no way he's destroying pros on console like this. That is something that the viewers are going to be constantly thinking, right? So the title solidifies everything the viewer just thought, but they think all of this in like 1 second. Like, they're scrolling and like all this happens in their brain in 1 second. And then they look at the title, annihilating pros and streamers on console. Bro, I gotta watch this. There's a reason this has 2 million views, right? They are assuming, right, that the video is about annihilating pros and streamers on console, and then their assumption is answered. They're going to click on the video, right? Because he's beating pros on streamers on console, beating pros and streamers on console. That's actually insane. It is. That's pretty insane. Now, for our last thumbnail, this is actually a very recent video, a really recent blow up too. Uncle Drew AD, if you're watching my video, shout out to you, bro. I saw you comment on my last one. Uncle Drew AD, I would show you this, but you guys can go search up his channel if you want. Just Uncle Drew AD. He has been popping off recently because he started the ChatGPT trend and he's running with it. Well, this was actually the video that initially blew him up. And I think this had over like 600,000 views in the first like 2-3 weeks, which is pretty crazy. He only had like 20,000 subscribers at the time. So almost getting 1 million views on a video. Pretty insane, right? Something happened with this, right? And you can see very simple viewer psychology. Like, this is as simple as it gets. So first of all, there's a ChatGPT logo. Everyone knows that logo. And if you didn't, then there's a word right there. But it's a ChatGPT logo. So he's putting that at the top next to a ChatGPT Royale sign, signifying that AI won the game for him. He didn't win the game. AI won. That's crazy off rip. How did ChatGPT win a Fortnite match? Right? How did that happen? That's a question I'm asking myself. And a lot of people are probably also asking, wait, I want to figure out how he did it too, so I can do the same thing. I want that formula. Did maybe he got it to like sit on the desk and play, right? There's so many questions, like how exactly did this play out? And then there's loot on the ground with a player shooting him in the Victor Royale. If you've ever played Fortnite before, that's usually what happens right at the end of the game. You kill the last player. So they are asking themselves, how the hell did ChatGPT win a Fortnite match? And then, bam, banger title. How would ChatGPT win an OG Fortnite game? It's literally restating the question that the viewers are assuming in their brains subconsciously. And now the viewers are thinking, I need to watch this because he used ChatGPT and it actually won him a game. Because that's what he's showing off, right? It actually won him a game. How did he do it, right? How did the AI do it? Very simple. And if you guys join the Discord, I also have way more in-depth tutorials in there. And I also have like a ton of templates and like, you know, free information and stuff if you guys want to learn more about growing your Fortnite YouTube channel. But I hope you guys understood this. If you didn't, go back, rewatch it. I just dropped some crazy game. But without further ado, let's get straight into the next segment. Okay, I am now inside of my Discord server. It's free. Go join it. 300 members in here. It's growing every single day, and there's a ton of like really helpful information in here. And so let's find a thumbnail, because I asked my viewers earlier that I said I could recreate the thumbnails. I could recreate that, make that better. I saw one down here. Okay, I could recreate this one too. I bet, yeah, we're gonna go with this one first. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this image. And now you guys can use Photoshop or Photopea. Photopea.com is actually what I use to make my thumbnails for over like 5 years. But I actually just recently got Photoshop because Photopea kept crashing for me for some reason. My RAM just like, but I don't know what's happening. I just didn't want to use it anymore. So I actually got Photoshop. So we're gonna open up Photoshop. I'm going to open a new file, open it as a custom 1920 by 1080, very simple. So first we are going to get our thumbnail in here, and we're gonna do like a little review over this thumbnail. So what is good about this thumbnail? What is bad? So first of all, this is like a basic like progression. This actually looks very similar to this thumbnail. Let me find it. Yeah, this thumbnail. So very similar to this thumbnail. So we're going to use this as a reference. Let me put this on my second monitor. So now that we have that on my second monitor, I'm going to use that as reference. Let's see here. First of all, the text, I'm not messing with it. Whatever he did, I think he had tried to like shrink it or something. It just does not look that good. And then also, it's not capitalized. It says I won. I mean, depending on the video title, which I'm guessing is just I became clicks and went pro in 24 hours. Low key, we could just do like I did it. So first, I'm gonna open up my thumbnail pack. This is actually not inside of the Discord server. This is only an FCA Elite. So if you want to use any of these assets, you are going to have to get that. So we are going to recreate this. So I'm trying to think here. What could we? So the title is going to be I became a pro. I became clicks and went pro in 24 hours. The other guy did 24 hours and it worked. What if we do I won, I did it? Here, look, you know what, matter of fact, we can actually go and just like check YouTube. This is always what I do. You can go and check other viral thumbnails with like a similar title. So I went pro in 24 hours, and we're just gonna find similar thumbnails and see what text they're putting. So he put 24 hours, or 1 hour 24. Okay, I look, like the concept of that. Who is this? Hey, you can get thumbnails from other niches too. Roblox thumbnails. I've done it in the past. So we have hour 1, hour 24. Okay, 24 hours, 24 hours. Dang, everybody's doing the same thumbnail. Okay, so everyone does 24 hours and it doesn't even do that well. So I don't think 24 hours is smart. Yeah, everyone's done that. Okay. I like that 24-hour symbol. Low key, that's fire. Okay, low key, everyone's doing 24 hours, and that kind of seems to be like the common thing. I might use this type of text where it's like on this red banner, because this got on 400,000 views. So yeah, we're to use that text banner. I think I actually do have that in my pack. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. So it is in my pack. We are going to stretch that out, and we're gonna type in 24 hours. So very similar to what that guy did. Let me make sure I'm grabbing everything. Now let me stretch it. There we go. Okay, bet that looks good. I'm liking this already. So we have that. Now we are going to bring it over here and move the background. And we're just gonna save this as a PNG. We are going to now put this back in here. There we go. Okay, now we got that. So we have our first part. That's what's gonna go right at the bottom of the screen. Now we gotta create this split, and then we gotta create the mouse and keyboard. Now, inside of my Discord server, I did recently make 3 templates. They're all free. They're inside the Discord. It's actually right here. So if you guys want one of these templates, they're completely free. All you have to do is join the Discord, download this, throw it into any like thumbnail design software, and these are completely yours. Okay, these are completely yours to use. I made them just for you guys. So I'm going to open up this one. So I'm going to open up this one right here. Close Premiere Pro. Okay, so do you see like this middle split? We're literally just gonna yoink this. So I'm gonna take it from here, put it in here, make sure it's right in the middle. So that's here. Let me do this. View, guides, new guide. We're gonna do a 960 because that's the middle of the screen. We're gonna put it right above it. There we go. So that's middle of the screen. We can turn that guide off. Okay, cool. So now we have this. We have a split, and then we have our 24 hours. So let me make sure this actually goes through the entire thing. Okay, it does. So now I say we create this background first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go find a cool background, make it colorful. Okay, I have this like grid background, and I've thought about using it for a while. I just don't know how I would color it exactly. Maybe I do this, and then adjustments, hue, colorize, bring that up, and then bring the saturation. Oh, I like that. I'm already liking that. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. We bet we can do that. Let's bring it up a little bit more. I don't want to make it too bright. Okay, I think that's good. So we have that side. Okay, cool. So we now have our backgrounds. Now we need to get, wait, where'd the original one go? Okay, we need a picture of clicks, and then we need some type of render to fill that other part in. So we are going to, I think we can get a picture of clicks easily from his YouTube channel. This is the best way to get pros pictures. You just come to the Clicks YouTube channel, and then we're just gonna find like one of his videos. That one looks good. I'm liking that. Oh, I'm liking these. Oh my God, there's so many fire clicks pictures here. That actually sounds kind of gay. Why am I complimenting a dude? I think this is good. YouTube thumbnail downloader. I used to use this a lot. I don't know why my other one's bugging. Here we go. Full HD thumbnail. That is what I'm talking about. That looks fucking like a banger. Now we throw that into here. Now we put it in here. Okay, cool. Bet. We have a high quality image of Clicks' face. There we go. Way higher quality. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this at enough size so we can see it all. And we are just gonna start erasing. So erase. All of this. We can come over here and erase this and just kind of get close. Don't accidentally like actually erase it. I don't think this part matters because we are going to be using the other side of his face. So yeah, this doesn't really matter too much. Just do that. Okay, cool. So we have to put his top of his head right there and go like there with the middle bar over him for now. I gotta find that perfect split. So we're gonna come over here. Okay, I guess we're not turning into a square because I have no idea how. I'm new to Photoshop. So we're gonna come over here and just erase all of this. Now we have one half of Clicks' face. Now we have to do the other half. So there's different ways to do this. You can just go into my Discord server, and then there should be something called this right here. It gets updated weekly. It's just a ton of free Fortnite like skin renders, but I know how to use Blender, so I am not going to do this. I am going to use the official Click skin and just recreate the thumbnail myself. So hold up, let me open up Blender. Now that Blender is open, I'm just going to open up one of my already made Blender. Okay, so it crashed. Fire. We are just gonna go out with one of our thumbnail pack renders. So we're gonna come here to renders, and we're just gonna find one where they're screaming. I think this might work. I think this is the one that the Peterbot thumbnail guy used. Now, if my Blender actually worked, I would have used like a better skin for this, but it's fine. We just gotta use what we gotta use. So first, I'm gonna flip this image, save it, make sure it doesn't crash. And now I'm going to like scale her up. I'm lucky fine with that. This could obviously look a lot better, but we just gotta work with what we gotta work with. The Blender's just not working. I can't use my own thumbnail, or I can't make my own render. So that sucks, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain. We're just gonna deal with it. I'm gonna erase all of that. Now we're going to combine these two into a merge layer and then turn it into a smart object. Okay, now we have, you guys have these, they're free. The render pack, there's like a ton of like color correction stuff. So we are going to grab this render right here, bring it into here. Actually, we gotta copy paste it. So come here, copy paste that. It worked. Okay, now we're gonna drag this camera raw onto the character, and we're gonna grab the effects onto the character. There we go. So now you can see the difference that made. This already looks way better. Yeah, looks way better. We gotta have this above the middle bar, smack dab in the middle. Let's make it a little bit smaller. So right there should be good. Okay, so we have that. I'm liking this already. Now we are going to, what should we do? Let's add a glow. So I have this glow right here. Yeah, this should work. So we're gonna grab all of these. We're gonna grab this entire glow package, and we're going to copy it in here. So first, let's turn these all off. Let's put them behind everything, like right here. A little bit brighter. Now we have the blue too. Cool. Now we have our left side and our right side glow. Now it is time to go and get our keyboard and mouse. So we're just gonna come here. We're gonna search up Apex Pro TCal, or actually no, Clicks' keyboard, because Clicks is his own keyboard. So clicks, keyboard, PNG. PNG is pretty much just making sure it's not going to be in the way. We can remove the background. What we're going to do, actually, I like this picture a lot. So we're just going to save it. We're going to come to background remover, and we're going to remove the background very simply. There you go. Background is now gone. So we have this image. We are going to drag the image in here. I'm going to put this on this side. I just feel like it matches. It just works better. Yeah. Put that right there. That, okay, looks good. I'm messing with that. Let's bring that red above it so like highlights onto it. Fantastic. Now we're going to go and grab the outline that's on these images, but we have one for this style of thumbnail right here. So this like outline, we're going to copy layer style and then paste the layer style. Now we have that. We are going to remove the shadow. Wait, I'm not gonna lie, that's the wrong layer style. I gotta actually copy this into here and then copy it. Oh, it was the right one. Okay, cool. Inner glow, outer glow, drop shadow. I'm not messing with the drop shadow much. I'm liking the glow a lot more. Oops. So I am going to make this outer glow bigger. There we go. And bring the spread up, bring that up, and then max that out. Okay, I'm liking that. Hell yeah. Bring the noise up. Okay, cool. Makes it glow. Inner glow, just a little bit more. Bring the size up. You know, just a bit, just a tad bit, just like a little outline to look cool. And that is already looking really, really good. Do we add a stroke? No, we do not add a stroke. Okay, I like that. I like that already. So I think it's missing something, which is like the electric effects everybody does. So electric PNG. Let's use these ones. I think I see these people using these a lot. Yeah. Now we're gonna throw this in here. Now we have our electric effects. We get some on the top over here. Then we get some on the bottom. Let me actually bring this down a couple of layers. So it's like under that layer. There you go. Let's bring it under it. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have some coming off this side. And we're gonna duplicate this. Bam. We're gonna have some over here. Maybe some at the bottom right. Yeah. Okay. Turn it so it doesn't look like it was copy and pasted. Get some more in the middle. Okay, looks good. Now we're gonna change the colors on all of these. Image adjustments. Okay, we gotta change it on each one. It's fine. So images, adjustments, saturation. Let's see. What color should we go for? Red. I think at pink. Yeah, I think pink will look dope. Okay, I bet pink. Bring the saturation up. Cool. That's it. We could probably do a little bit more. We could probably like come here and hold up. Where's the third one? Yeah, I selected it. Okay. We could probably bring the opacity down, but I don't want it to like stand out too much. Okay, that's good. I like that. Okay, cool. So we got that. Now it is time for the right side. Wait, let me make sure this is under all of this. Okay, there we go. Now that should be under everything. Actually, no, didn't I want it on top? Yeah. I want it on top. Let's see what it looks like. Loki, that's going under it. That is going way down here. Okay, cool. We got that now. We're going to do the right side. Matter of fact, I don't even think that looks clean, bro. That just like just adds clutter. We can just remove that, right? Now, Loki, I like it. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. Now we gotta do the mouse. So does Clicks have his own mouse? Clicks Gaming Mouse PNG. Okay, it does, and it's white too. Okay, this is perfect. This is actually so perfect. So now we're going to take this, save image as. Oh, it's not a PNG, so we're gonna throw it straight into our background remover. Let me try this again. Verify I'm human. I think that was the problem. Come back in here. Background remover. Download that. Standard. Bam, bam, bam. Refresh this. Throw that in there. Okay, now we have this. Now, very simple. We're just going to take our effects from earlier. We're going to copy them. Copy layer style. We're going to paste them on our new effect, which is, or a new item, I guess you could say. This is the mouse. I'm also gonna up the saturation and stuff on this mouse in general. Let me get all the settings right first. So inner glow looks pretty good. Outer glow looks like too much. So we're gonna lower this just a bit, and then maybe lower this a little bit. And noise too. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna spread out more. There you go. Okay, it's good. So we have it like right there. Maybe right there. No, we definitely should have it that way. So we got that now. Now we're going to turn this into a smart object. Rasterize the layer, come into images, adjustments, hue and saturation, and we're just gonna bring the saturation up on this mouse way higher, along with the lightness, just to like make it pop more. We can change the colors too. But what if we made it pink or blue? Should we make it blue? Now low-key pink like matches the rest of the thumbnail, but I'm also messing with blue. We're gonna do blue or pink. Now we're going pink, bro. Pink's dope. I bet. Saturation up, lightness up a little bit more. Okay, fantastic. I like this already. Have it right there. Take our lightning strikes from earlier. I don't understand why it's like so like messed up in the background. There you go. I think I have to turn off the effects. So yeah, come here, change the hue to blue on top just a little bit. Make that like that. That's good. Duplicate this layer. No, duplicate this layer. Bring it over here, down here. We're gonna have one more. Okay, cool. Now I think our thumbnail is done. We have the 24 hours. We have the keyboard. We have the mouse. We have the character in the middle signifying a split transition. I mean, Looks pretty good to me. Probably turn that effect on just to see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Now, all we gotta do is get our final render and copy and paste this into here. Then we are going to save this real quick just so we don't lose it. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna turn this into a template so you guys can actually use this template right here. I'm actually about to put it into the Discord. So, and also, I don't really like this red. I don't know, it's just been bugging me this entire time. I don't know if it's been bugging y'all too. So let's see what it looks like if it's pink. Doing saturation. I don't know, I think I like the pink a lot more. Yeah, we're gonna go with the pink, and then we're literally just gonna lower this, or we can just remove them. Yeah, it's way better without them. So just turn off the outer glow. Okay, bet. Looks a lot better than me. So, yep, that's it. That's all I'm doing for the thumbnail. Let me make sure I actually save this in a way where you guys can go and easily edit it. Yep. Have that over there. That's good. That's good. That's good. We can actually just name this 24 hours. And then now we gotta do the camera roll. So we are going to export this as a quick PNG real quick. No, I actually want to maintain the high quality. So export this as a PNG. Yep, do that. Cool. Bring it back in. Oops, wrong place to bring it in. So bring it in here, then drag this onto it. Now you can see this looks very, very bright and colorful. And we are going to tweak it to our liking. So let's come here. Let's see. So first of all, saturation environments are way too crazy. Put that on it. Okay, looks good. I'm messing with this thumbnail a lot. I think this is actually gonna make this kid go viral. So now that we have the finished thumbnail, we're going to delete that layer, delete this layer, come here, type in Fortnite final thumbnail plus color correction, and we are going to save as a PSD file, FCA, what would you call this? Clicks 24-hour template. Save that. That is getting pasted straight into the Discord server if you guys want to go use that. And let's also go send it to our guy, Azuga, because we made this thumbnail for him. And let's go. Let's go to Discord, and I'm going to show his reaction. I wonder if he's instantly going to respond. He's probably not going to instantly respond. But let's go and send it to him. Where is it? This one. Azuga, here's your final thumbnail. Let me know what you think. Let's see, does it look good? Yeah, low-key, this is a banger thumbnail. I'm not gonna lie. I bet, you know, Devil was trying to stop me with like making my blender crash every 5 seconds, but you know, we prevailed. That's gonna be it for the video. I have nothing else for you guys. If you made it to the end, make sure to comment let's do a 100 emoji. So every single 100 emoji I see in the comments, that's just how I know you're a real one. And I'll make sure to heart and like your comment. Also, if you have any questions, any specific questions, or if you want to learn how to grow your Fortnite YouTube channel the right way, join the free Discord in the description. Or if you're really trying to take things serious, I actually really recommend, I usually don't do this, I'm not trying to sell you, but like I have this paid community, FCA Elite. It's absolutely insane. There's so much knowledge in it. Pretty much everybody that's joined it has blown up already. So check it out. Spots are filling up pretty fast, and there is limited spots. I think I only can have like 20 people at a time. So yeah, templates in the description. I mean, templates in the free Discord. Go join it. I appreciate you guys watching to the end of this video, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay blessed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.